What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Black on Black Wolf podcast. I am Greasy Too Smooth, and we are here where we have interesting and exciting conversations with people from around Chicago and around the world. Today, I am lucky and blessed to be joined by my good friend, business partner in a few endeavors, culinary extraordinaire, right? Master of the stovetop, right? World famous taco dinner and CEO of Pink Print Catering. My homie, my sister, Rita Fajita.
Hey,
What's going on?
yay.
What's going on, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good,
Feeling
good,
good this
good.
morning.
Well, first
Yeah.
of all, man, I really want to say I appreciate you coming in and joining me today. I know as we've been going back and forth
Yeah.
trying to get this done with everything going on with the family and with the business
Yeah.
and all of that.
Definitely.
Man, I really appreciate you, man, because me knowing your story, I've been really wanting to get you on here to tell this story
Yeah.
because I've seen you over time, like you going from here to here to here to here, and it's been fucking dope. All
Thank
right,
you. Thank
so
you.
I want other people to know this story too. Like it's awesome, man. So I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let you introduce yourself and talk to me like you don't know me, right?
Like I don't know you.
Yeah, I'm Brian Gumbo. This is Good Morning America, and you Rita Fajita. So tell us, Rita Fajita, what you got going on?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It
Mhm,
has been a lot
mhm,
to schedule some time to get here, but I'm happy to be here.
mhm,
Um, so I am Rita Fajita,
mhm.
as you said, owner and chef of Pink Print Catering.
Okay.
This for me has been interesting, scary.
Mhm,
I love it though. When changing for the world,
mhm.
kind of got into it during the pandemic. Like as you know, I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs kind of sprouted up during
Yeah.
that time. I was working corporate America for a while. I had been in that for about 15 years almost.
Mhm,
So when we had to kind of take a break, I had a I had to have a surgery. I had gallbladder removal.
mhm. Okay.
So
Oh
when it was
man.
time for me to go back to work, I wasn't ready.
Mhm,
It was a little bit difficult because I had like to get staples in my stomach, and it was a little rough. So I
mhm.
wasn't ready to go back to work yet.
Right.
And when I was kind of like feeling, better enough to move around and do some things, like I was like, man, let me get up and try to make this, or let me try to do this,
Mhm,
and it got to the point where people were like, excuse me, where people were like, well, man, can I pay you to
mhm.
make me one of those? Can I pay you to make me
Right.
what you made your family for dinner last night?
Right.
And it just kind of grew from there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally organic.
definitely organic. It,
Okay.
it was. It was, and I love it.
Mhm,
So, I put a lot of love into my food. Like
mhm.
I feel like people can feel
Yeah.
what I feel
I
when,
dig that. I certainly agree. Yeah, I
yeah.
certainly agree. Let me tell you something. I have had the privilege of Hot being one of my best friends. And because of him being one of my best friends, I got to taste the food early on.
Definitely.
And whenever you hosted a dinner party, it was fucking outstanding.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So I remember, and I was so proud and so happy to see when I first saw like the pink print logo and saw that you were doing the different events. Cause I remember standing in your kitchen, like on the low
Yeah.
end, like, man, what you gonna do with this, man? Like, this is
Yep.
outstanding. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm happy. I'm happy to see that took off for you, man. So you started with, were you doing like catering, or were you just doing meals, or
It
what?
initially started with just me uh catering like family event, just friends and family,
Okay.
and then it transitioned to doing individual meals. So at one point it was like pick up only.
Hmm.
This is what I have, and then I was scheduling like time slots for people to come and pick up.
Right. Right.
So they would just come pick up at that time frame. For a minute, I had a driver. Like the business kind of grew, so it was
Hmm.
like the West Side was like, we want in on it. I'm like, let me
Right.
find a driver.
Right.
so,
Right.
so I had a driver that was like, going back and forth to the West Side, whatever I needed.
Hmm.
And then it got to the point where the orders were just like too much. It was like,
Right.
okay, I got to go back to just pick up. I can't do anything else but let y'all
Right.
pick it up.
Right.
The majority of my clientele was South Side.
Mhm.
So with me being like working from home and doing a lot of events,
Mhm.
around the South Side,
Yeah.
it was like, this is home for me.
Right.
This is
Right.
home. So it was
Yeah.
it was it was easy to do.
Yeah.
Easy to connect with the people.
So the trap was booming a little too hard, and
It
you had
was.
to you had to tone down a little bit. I can dig that. I can
Yeah.
dig that. That's what we call scaling. So when you're trying to scale the business and it outgrows what you're capable of, then you got to sit back down and chill. And let me say, I respect the hell out of that because what we often see a lot of times, especially with black businesses, is that we open some shit, it get overwhelmed, and then service goes down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then quality of the product goes down. So, I with the wine, I experienced the same thing.
Yeah.
All these people who like, yo, we want to have you here, you want to have you here. I don't really want to get to that point yet. I ain't trying. You're not trying to do Ronald McDonald because then you got to sacrifice quality for just having your product everywhere.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the fact that yes, every time I order a dinner, every time I taste the cuisine, I taste that you made it with love.
I did.
You sprinkle just a little smidgen of that love and care on there, and that makes that's one of the things that sets your stuff apart.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that is awesome, man. So you're doing the catering, you're doing the pickups. I remember the pickups and the seeing the different days. You would have different dinners and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And I go outside. I remember, calling my people, yo, let's go out to eat. Shit, I got 2 Rita dinners here. I'm cool. Like, oh, okay.
Foodie Fridays. Foodie
Yeah,
Fridays
you
was one of
flood.
my big days.
Yeah, flooding the city, man. So that's dope for you to be able to accomplish that, man. Like that was awesome, man. So let me see. So after that, you because now you're at several venues. We do Taco Tuesday,
Yes.
and then you and Hot, you all do R&B Thursday,
Yep.
right? We're
R&B
we're,
Thursdays
we're
as
at
well.
Lil's, something cool, Heat Bar and Grill on the South Side. Shout out my man O.
Hey.
Yeah, shout out my bro Hot to Death. We in
Hey.
Chicago, 2 nights a week. Y'all make sure y'all come see us.
Definitely.
Before that, or are you were doing Linger Martini,
I
right? That's
was
the
at
name.
Linger.
Okay.
I'm no longer doing Linger though.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. It was one of those things again
Mm-hmm.
where I was kind of stretching myself a little too thin.
Right.
So back to back days was
Mm-hmm.
like I was at Linger on Mondays,
Right.
Lil's on Tuesdays,
Mm-hmm.
Linger on Wednesdays, and
Mm-hmm.
then Lil's on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And it was too much. And Linger
Yeah.
is a little bit further from the house.
Right.
But I love Linger. That's my family. I
Mm-hmm.
love Shine.
Yeah. Good people out. Yeah. Good
They're
people out
good
there.
people. Good
Mm-hmm.
people. But it just got to be too much.
Mm-hmm.
And then, BJ is 14 now.
Right.
So he's in 8th grade. The math be mathing.
Yeah.
And I be trying to figure it out with him. So, I still got to have those moments where I'm able to connect with my son and
Right.
be able to still spend time with him and do homework and make
Mm-hmm.
sure that he still gets, the things that he needs.
Right. Right.
And it was just, and the fact that everything is late night is a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like he comes home, he gets up in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
come home from school. Some days he has boxing after school. So
Okay.
I probably won't see him if I'm not dropping him off at boxing.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't see him until 6 or 7 in the afternoon. And
Right.
then it's like it's time for me to pack up and go.
Yeah.
So that was a bit much. So I
can
kind of
dig
had to pull back a little bit, basically to make sure that my family was taken care of.
I respect that, man. I respect that.
Yeah.
That's one of the things with entrepreneurship that I think a lot of people don't factor in, right? I always get with the tattoo and stuff. People are, when are you free? When are you free? My daughter's 7.
Yeah.
I pick her up 3 days a week. We
Yep.
spend time after school. We have those weekends every month. Like that's priority.
Yeah,
know,
that's so important.
yeah,
It's so
yeah.
important.
We love what we do, but we love our children more. We love
Yeah.
our family more.
Yep,
You know?
definitely. That also kind of played a role in why I had to pull back from corporate because it
Mhm.
was just a lot. Like my last job was a store manager at T-Mobile.
Mhm.
So I had my own store, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot. Like
Yeah.
it was a lot, especially when you deal with things like being short staffed. Sometimes you really can't control that.
Mhm.
And as the person in charge, like, you just kind of got to show up. You
Yeah.
got to step in. Like, there were days where, like, something would go wrong. I would literally be there all day, and then if somebody called and said, my key holder, dang, I locked my keys in the safe, I got to get right back up
Go back to the
and go
store.
back. And by this
Yeah.
time, we had already bought the house, so I was no longer living in Bronzeville. We were
Right.
already in Peel Hill at that point.
Okay.
So I literally left the store, got home, sat down to eat. I didn't even take a bite of my food, and I was back up on my way back.
That's crazy.
So it's a lot.
Yeah.
So I kind of, that's another reason. Like I said, I kind of had to pull back from that because family was more important.
Yeah, I can dig that. So let me ask you a question. I've always wondered this. You worked your way to the top at T-Mobile, right?
Yeah.
Do they really hire the pretty girls on purpose at the cell phone store? Because every time I go in the cell phone store, and I'm like, I think I might just get the old iPhone 12. Here comes some cute ass chick from the back, like, now you know you need the new 15 Pro with the blah 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 blah.
Silly. You are so silly. I will say this about T-Mobile. No, it's not like an intentional thing. But I just think that it's the culture of T-Mobile, right? Although I'm no longer there, like I had, several different experiences, not always the best,
Right.
not always bad, because I really had some positive ones there. What I will say is that they allow you to express yourself. They allow you to be yourself. Like, I was at work with, like, pink hair, green hair, however I was feeling, and nobody had an issue with it.
I dig
It
that.
made me stand out. So I think that when people are comfortable, you show up. You show up in your best self when you feel good. When you look good, you feel good. So if I can come to work and kind of do my thing, and we got all these different kinds of shirts and swag, and I can wear, whatever shoes I want, I feel good. I'm comfortable. Yeah, I want to talk to people. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it to you because I'm good.
I dig that. Yeah. And you are stylish as hell.
Thanks.
So yeah. They definitely got to let you be you. You can't fake authenticity.
Definitely.
Right. So let me ask you this. So how does that work? Because I was noticing when you came in, you keep the nails popping, you stay fly all the time. How does that work in the kitchen? Like, yeah.
I go through a lot of gloves.
Okay. Right.
Most times I'm double gloved up because you don't want your nails and stuff to poke through.
Right.
Very sanitary. I do have a scrub brush.
Yeah.
Like, especially when I'm at home cooking, I got a scrub brush that I got to scrub the top of my nails and underneath my nails. I don't very often touch food raw. One, I don't really like the feel of it on my hands. It's a little for me.
I can dig it.
But even when I do take the gloves off, like, I make sure that I scrub underneath and around my hands and stuff. Like I'm getting ready for surgery. Gotta scrub up.
Yeah. I can dig it. Look, I done ate in your kitchen more than enough. So if I saw you in there, like, you see the Indian guys, they be stirring the food with their hand.
Oh man!
I'd have been like, hold on, we good.
No, none of that.
So you can stay fly, but still get your cook on.
Absolutely.
With minimal effort. Man.
Absolutely.
I dig that. So what is your, out of everything you make, do you have a favorite dish at this point that you like making?
Ooh, my favorite. I would say my favorite is probably the lamb chops.
The lamb chops.
The lamb chops are amazing.
Yeah, the lamb chops.
They're really good.
Yeah.
And over the past few years, like, since I've been in business, like, they've kind of evolved, from when I first learned, to now, and they are so good.
They like buttery, flavory, juicy with the
so
with the
good.
drizzle with
they
the
so tender and like tender, tasty morsels. They so good.
So you like go to lamb chop cooking class, or how did you?
No.
Because like you say, they've evolved, and it's like they get more and more delicious over time.
They have.
Are you like raising little baby lambs in your
no,
garage?
no. I promise I'm not. Okay. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, so I don't. That's the only red meat that I eat.
Okay.
So I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork.
Right.
I think the last time that I probably had beef, I was pregnant with BJ.
Okay.
I remember I was just telling him this story the other day. I was so emotional and just big and hungry when I was pregnant.
Okay.
And I never really ate fast food like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it was about burgers. At
Mm-hmm.
one point, I couldn't eat anything but turkey sandwiches. So every day I was eating a different turkey sandwich from a restaurant. I couldn't keep anything down.
Okay.
So once I moved out of turkey sandwiches, I wanted a burger.
Mm-hmm.
You know that McDonald's, that's, what is that, on Vincennes? What's that, 76
yeah.
in Vincennes?
Mm-hmm.
Never forget. I'm pregnant as ever.
Yeah.
Went to that McDonald's. I had just got off work. Went to McDonald's. All I wanted was a cheeseburger with ketchup and extra pickles.
Word.
So at this time, that's when he was living right there on what's that? Is it
On Eggleston?
Eggleston, yes. He was living on Eggleston.
Yeah.
So I pull up in front of the house, and I'm fat, and I don't want to walk up the stairs yet, so I'm gonna sit in my car and eat this burger.
Word.
I opened up the burger.
Good pregnancy meal right there. I'm gonna sit and eat this burger. I dig it.
It was sitting on top of my stomach, and I'm like this, and I opened it up, and I'm like, oh my God, there's only 2 pickles on here. I asked for extra pickles.
Where my damn pickles?
Where my damn pickles? So because it's only down the street, I went back through the drive-thru, and I'm like, excuse me, I asked for extra pickles. Da da da. So she like, oh, don't worry about it. She gave me another burger. She like, I'm just giving you another burger. Don't worry about it, girl. I see you pregnant. So she like, this one got extra pickles on it. Get back in front of the house. Open up that burger. Ain't no pickles on it.
Are you?
Do you know I started
serious? Crying? They playing with your pickles
Play
when
with
you
me.
pregnant.
Play with my pickles when I was pregnant. So I'm crying now at this point, like real tears, because I'm like, I'm just hungry.
Yeah.
I just
want your pickles.
I just want some pickles and ketchup together on this burger. Yeah. So I go back. Now I pull up, and the girl sees me crying.
Yeah.
So she like, what's wrong?
Y'all fucking up. That's like, what's wrong.
She like, what's wrong? Oh my God. I'm like, I asked for extra pickles. Da, da, da. She ended up giving me 2 more burgers. So now I got a bag full of burgers and a cup of pickles and a bunch of bags of ketchup. Hey, I sat in my car and ate them pickles down, baby.
But if she ever been pregnant, she probably know what that craving is like.
Yeah. So that was one of my last recollections of eating beef.
Okay.
I don't even remember it after that point.
Okay.
Because BJ was born soon after that, and like he never had beef. He ate it by accident like one time, but like he never had beef.
Okay.
So that's why I feel like that's my cheat code, you know, to eating red meat. But that's the only red meat I eat. The lamb chops are amazing.
Yeah, I've been convinced. I gave red meat up too, probably about 9 years ago. But I have been convinced to eat a little smidgen of lamb here and there. Yeah. And your lamb is definitely at the top of that list. Your lamb chops are definitely hidden. So I dig that. The seafood. So I'm gonna just go down the list because of what I know. Because I need Chicago. I need the people to know that. Okay, the seafood is awesome. The breakfast is awesome. The pasta is awesome. The rice is fucking magical.
That rice is vegan.
It's
vegan.
Have you mouth watering? Listen, man, I'm telling you. I'm gonna talk to the people right quick. 2 weeks ago, I didn't even want a taco dinner after Tuesday night. I said, just give me a big thing of rice, man. And I get home, and there is this styrofoam container of mouth-watering rice with the lime. What do you call it? The lime, the crema, the
garlic cream sauce, the signature sauce, the garlic cream sauce. That's
long story short, I was eating rice every day for a week. Okay, the rice is magical, people. You got it. Rita Fajita, pinkprint.com. She got the magic rice. Okay, real talk.
Oh man.
So back to you. So the rice. And then the tacos. We got to talk about the tacos, man. So I feel like these tacos. So much. There's never been so much surrounding one element of food, right? Mm-hmm. First, you got the deliciousness, right? Okay, yeah. Then you got the demand, which is outstanding.
That's crazy.
You know, I love on Tuesday that people are showing up before you get there. Where's the taco lady?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, she not here yet.
I
And I'm
get
like,
yelled at. And I was like, I was doing homework with BJ. I had to finish
right.
it before I left. I'm
I'm
sorry.
like, I'm here. We got a sipping paint going
I'm
on.
here. Hello.
The taco lady, right? So yeah, that the demand, the imitation, right? Because of course,
Ooh.
we gonna get into that too. Because now
Okay.
people they schmeeta for sneeta
Yeah.
instead of yeah, we not doing that. We not doing that. We can't do that. So just a lot. So tell me, man, just how did you get into this taco and this? Yeah, break it down for me.
The very first time that I made that the type of tacos that I do, it was during the pandemic.
Okay.
Um, BJ was at home. We couldn't get out. Um, and it just became Taco Tuesday. It was kind of like we ate dinner today. I mean, every day as a family, but on Tuesdays,
Mm-hmm.
it was a little bit more festive.
All
So
right.
we would put the music on. Again, it's just me and the BJ.
Mm-hmm.
We would put the music on. Like I'll lay out a spread,
Mm-hmm.
and this one particular time, I'm like, it's very similar to the birria style taco.
Mm-hmm.
It's a grilled taco.
Right.
Very similar to that. So initially, I kind of started like trying my hand at the birria tacos, and
Right.
again, just like all of my other recipes, it just kind of evolved.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the flavors also evolved.
All right.
I figured it out. It was like,
Right.
okay, I know what I want it to taste like,
Mm-hmm.
and if I put this with this and season it with this,
Mm-hmm.
and then mix this sauce up with this, it'll give me what I want.
So scientific.
That's
So
it. It really is. It
I
really
can
is.
dig
And
it,
and,
yeah.
and I guess it is sort of scientific. Like I don't know any other way to explain it,
Right.
but like I just know what flavors and textures
Mm-hmm.
go together. Like I didn't go to culinary school. I'm definitely self-taught,
Mm-hmm.
but I love it. So I'm always like looking and reaching and
Yeah.
trying different things and smelling different things. Like most of the time, surprisingly, I don't even eat my own food.
Yeah.
Even when I'm cooking it,
Mm-hmm.
to know that it's done, I can smell it
Yeah.
and know that that's it.
Yeah.
Like with the garlic cream sauce,
Mm-hmm.
I literally, and I don't do like specific measurements or anything like that.
Right.
I have measuring cups at
You
home,
do it
but I
like
don't
Big
use 'em.
Mama did it.
Yeah, like the
Right.
ancestors be whispering to me, like, okay, that's enough. Okay,
Yeah.
put a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like I can literally do like this and smell what it needs.
Right.
Excuse me, and then that's it. That's pretty much it.
So going from having Taco Tuesdays at your house and coming by
Taco Tuesday
so
was
awesome,
crazy.
so amazing, right? to having you be a part of the Black on Black Wealth Tuesday taco team.
Yeah.
I just feel so blessed because the taco is soft, it's crunchy, it's savory, it's succulent, it's delicious.
That's
You know,
hilarious.
when you catered, for Red's birthday, and I was in here
Oh,
grilling up the tacos,
yes.
and these people went crazy, and somebody was in here trying to like, I'm gonna open you a taco restaurant, and I'm like, no,
No, not
this
me.
is Rita Fajita, right? I'm just putting the product together and putting the
Right.
heat on it. Let me tell you who made it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
That was dope.
yeah, you definitely got something there, man. I told you, like, I know you do a plethora of dishes and foods and different stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, but I promise you, seeing people from all over, like the Midwest, we get people from Indiana, we get people from
Yeah.
surrounding suburbs,
Yep.
and seeing them on Tuesday sitting there and enjoying the food like that, for me, like I say, being your friend as long as I have, I always get excited to see people enjoy a product that's that good. And I'm like, yo, sis made that shit right here.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that.
So
I
yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah, you definitely got something there. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank
So outside of the science, right? You get done with the scientific part.
you.
You put all that together. You sprinkle a little love.
Mm-hmm.
You get there with the tacos.
Yeah.
All of these events, all of these different people you're dealing with. My next question is: tell me something crazy that's happened, in the process of all this cooking and building and growing. Something that, like, may put the brakes on your day for a minute. It's not always sunshine and
Yeah.
rainbows.
Not at all.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a lot of tears too.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so there was this one particular time. I had a few events lined up.
Mhm.
I had a birthday party, a repast, and then I had an event later on that night. So I'm up working. It's late, um, and I was just moving too fast, and I grabbed the handle of the pot. Now I got some good cookware, but this is like one of my go tos. So the handle a little broken off, so the metal was exposed a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So I grabbed it, trying to move it, just not thinking, and I burned the entire palm of my hand.
Oh man, you
It
can't
was
cook with one
I
hand.
couldn't cook with one hand. I'm right-handed. It was my right hand.
Okay.
So my hand was shaking. I couldn't even close my hand. I was like this.
Damn.
Like it was really, really bad. So it had like pussed up. It was nasty looking.
Oh no.
It was nasty looking. So I basically had to get an aloe vera plant, cut a piece of my aloe vera plant. I split the leaf in half, opened it up. I just put the whole leaf in my hand and wrapped my hand up and left it, double gloved it, and I had to leave it like that. Now, mind you, I still got all of this food to cook, right? So at the time, BJ is 14 now, but at the time, he was 13.
Okay.
I called my 13-year-old son in there
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, little baby,
It's time to get busy.
it's time to get busy.
Back your mama up.
Back me up, hook me up." And he definitely helped me out, and he finished up the rest of the stuff that I had to do for the night. I was able to chill. I sat and watched him, and he moved so gracefully in the kitchen, like he loved it too.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
he helped me out, helped me finish up for that night. And it wasn't even 24 hours later because I just went to sleep and kind of like woke back up.
Yeah.
My hand was completely healed. So if y'all don't have an aloe vera plant at home, like get you one.
Get you some aloe vera.
Yep, they sell the leaf by itself, but get you a plant. It's definitely worth it. And I think I paid probably like $4 for the plant.
So you like a culinary sorceress too, man, right?
Yeah.
The food and vegetables be speaking to you like, use me.
Use me. Yeah, man. Yeah. So,
I love it, man. I love it, and I love how you turn that into something. Yeah, I guess like a learning experience, man.
it was.
It
Was. Yep. And not too long after that, I bought 2 more plants.
Yeah.
Just to make sure, that I'm aloe vera up, just in case.
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
do you grow any of your own herbs or anything like that, or is that something you got interest in, or?
I definitely have an interest in it.
Okay.
I do not have a green thumb
Okay.
at all. I try. I
Yeah.
try all the time.
Okay.
Like if anybody came to my house, like if you were visiting my house during the summer,
Yeah.
like you saw me out there like digging in my yard trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure it
I
out.
couldn't figure it out, but
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready
Yeah.
for when the weather breaks again. I've been kind of doing some research on seeds and how to start the little seedlings, and I can start them in the house. So when it's time, for the weather to break, I can just kind of take them outside and get busy with them. Let them do their thing.
Okay, I got to put you with Fallon Flores, man. I interviewed her,
Okay.
and she's got a green thumb. She got like
I need
plants
that.
in her bathroom hanging by the tub and shit, like
That's what
outrageous,
I want.
outstanding, man.
I
Yeah,
want eucalyptus and stuff in my shower. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that stuff is good
Yeah.
for you. It's
Awesome.
good for your body.
Yeah,
I want
y'all
that.
definitely got to link up, man. I think y'all can build off each other
That's dope.
and make it do what it do. So how long ago did you walk away from corporate America?
It will be 4 years.
Okay.
March 8th.
Okay. 4 years. Scariest shit you ever did?
Ooh, yeah. Yep.
Well, let me ask you this, because this is my experience. But let me ask you, were people that you fucked with your whole life, were they talking bad about you? Like, you crazy. Or are you, or is your food that good that they have faith? Because they didn't have faith in me. They was like, this nigga crazy.
What you doing? I will say that I'm not gonna say not talk negative, but some concern.
Right.
Because when you work a job like that, you have 401k, you have benefits, and all of these other great things, that you have to fall back on to support your family, right? So there was some concern there, like, well, what's your plan? What are you gonna do? And honestly, I ain't have all the answers. I'm like, shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna figure it out though.
Right.
And when you're fighting for your family, in that way, like, you have no choice but to figure it out.
Right.
Like it's like I got to do it now. I'm out here now.
Yeah.
I don't have that security blanket anymore.
Yeah.
And mind you, like I said, I was there for about 15 years. I worked for I initially started in retail at Best Buy.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there half the time, and then I spent the other half at T-Mobile. So,
Right.
like, as an adult, like, those were the two jobs that I worked. You know, different positions, you know, throughout the company, but at the end of the day, those were the two companies that I worked for.
Right.
They both had decent benefits and bonuses and commission and all of those things that, you know, bring that extra money in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will say that one of the most prominent things that I've learned is that, like, when you're with a big company like that, like, they have marketing money and all of those things. Like, I had to figure it out myself. So I was at home editing videos. I'm like, just let me get the footage. Just let me get the footage. I can edit it later. You know. So that's one of the things that, like, I had to learn. Like, when you don't have the money and the resources sometimes to kind of put it out there like bigger companies do, like,
you gotta wear a lot of hats.
You gotta grind and get that shit. Like,
you gotta wear a lot of different hats when you're an entrepreneur, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think you've done an excellent job so far.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, walking this entrepreneurial walk is not an easy one.
Not at all.
And you kind of have to become an investor and a marketer and you the floor salesman and you the stock person and you the having worked all of those jobs, now you kind of working all of them on your own.
Yep. Everything, literally everything that I was doing for them, I do it for myself now.
Yeah. Okay. Good, man. That's awesome, man. So, 5 years from now, right? Yeah. I want you to take a deep breath.
Okay.
Close your eyes, right? Okay. 5 years from now, Pink Print Catering, right? Where we at? Your vision, perfect. Everything has gone the way you want it. Everything has worked out exactly the way you wanted it to work out. You get up and you go outside and you pull up to Pink Print Catering. What is Pink Print Catering at this point, 5 years from now?
It is many different things in many different spaces.
Okay.
Pink Print Catering is just the umbrella, right? So under that, I need Pink Print Tacos with its own space.
Word.
I want to do another space where the food is a little bit more upscale, so I can, get busy with the lamb chops in the kitchen. You gotta put the lamb chops, baby. You gonna make me buy some lambs? I'm gonna be out here raising lambs, okay? Right. I want to do that, and then I also want, because my son, he wants to be a chef. Okay. He's into art. Yeah, so I was showing him, like, all the stuff you got in here, the stuff you posted online. He was like, man, I'm crazy. That's dope.
Yeah, my man, nephew.
So I gotta bring him up here so he can see, the space.
Yeah.
But because he's also interested in culinary, I want to be able to give him something. So if that's, I don't know if he wants to take over, something that I already have, or by that time, like, he creates his own shit just like I do. Yeah. Or if he wants a space where he can create something himself and build it, from the ground up. Whatever he want to do with that. So those are my, he only 14 right now, but shit, and it's coming. In 5 years, he gonna be a man.
Yeah. So he's gonna be a man.
He's gonna be a man.
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of where I see us. Okay.
I dig that. That's awesome, because I remember catching a flight. Me and Hot was on our way somewhere. This was years ago. And we in the airport, and we already late for this damn flight. And he like, no, we got to stop. Trust me, bro. You want to make this stop, we got to get breakfast. Right? And we went, and it was your beautiful mother in the spot. And she was in there chefing it up.
Yeah,
and I was on the plane. I was sitting in coach, but I had first class breakfast.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So it's dope to see that go from generation to generation to generation, because the love for cooking is something that's both, it's expressive and artistic, but it's also a talent that can constantly be expanded.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I'm happy to see that for Mom, for you, and for BJ.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Dang,
man.
you remember that? That was that's funny.
Yeah. So you wake up, right? You got pink print tacos. You got pink print a la Fouché.
I love
Yeah, so you say upscale. I'm just thinking, pink print, the dining experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
BJ got he might have 10 food trucks, a bar, restaurant, all this
Yeah.
cracking, right?
Right.
So now you wake up and bam, you look at the account and you see that $1 million, right? So now
Mm-hmm.
it's Rita, the chef extraordinaire, CEO / millionaire. Do you celebrate the millions? Do you go out and buy something? What do you do? It's like you just signed your deal with Death Row Records, you nationwide chef. Yeah, you got $1 million, boom, you got a bonus. Now what do you do with
Yeah.
your $1 million?
I would definitely invest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know very much about investing, but I need to make that money grow.
Word.
I need to be able to invest in something, and expand other than, myself, invest and expand in some other things that's going to make me some money where I don't have to do no leg work. I need
Right.
some residual money, something.
Yeah.
I need a bunch of
Yeah.
so I think that would be the first thing I
Mhm.
would do is kind of figure that out
Okay. I
to
like
bring some
that.
money back.
Yeah, I dig that, man. Because a lot of people get $1 million and they want to go ball out. You want to turn your $1 million into
No,
two.
I need to flip that.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
going.
drug money.
Yeah, you going places, fam. You going places.
Right.
Yeah, you speaking my language, huh?
Definitely.
I like that. I like that, man. Okay. Well, my last question, and this is the Deanna question, right? I have a lovely lady here from You Work It LLC. We
Okay.
were talking about her earlier before we started. She's a esthetician, permanent makeup artist, piercer, all of that.
Hmm.
And this is a question that she put, and I told her I'm going to ask everybody this question because it's a dope question.
Hmm.
Uh, if you had someone out there who was trying to do what it is you do,
Hmm.
and you could give them one piece of advice, what would you tell them?
Two things. One, get out of your own way,
Mm-hmm.
and two, keep going.
Mm.
Once you get out of your own way.
Word.
Yeah, it's and that's something that, like, as an entrepreneur, uh that comes up often because, like I said, it's scary sometimes. Like, you don't know what's next or how people are going to respond, or like, if I come up with a new recipe or a new sauce or something, I'll be like, so you
Right.
like it, or like what you feel.
Right.
I appreciate that honest feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't grow if you don't ever put yourself out there. So you
Right.
got to get out of your own way,
All right.
regardless of how scary it is, how terrified you may be. Just do it.
Right.
Get out of your own way.
Let's do it. I like that, man. Get out of your
Yeah.
own way. And once you do, you got to keep going.
You got to keep going.
You got to keep going.
You got to
Yeah.
keep going, because there's always going to be obstacles in whatever you do. Every time you hit another level, it's going to be some kind of obstacle, because, man, I know you know. I know you know, but you got to be brave enough to get the fuck out of your own way.
I feel you, man.
Move.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
Dope. Well, listen, man. It's been awesome chopping it up with you.
Yeah, man.
It's
It's
been
dope.
excuse me. It's been awesome watching you build the brand. It's been awesome watching you go from partying with us out. We was party people, y'all.
Definitely.
We was before the social media age. We was party people, and now to
Yeah.
us, being parents and being family style out here. And,
Yeah, man.
it's been dope and it's been a vibe, man. I wish you the best. I'm always supporting wherever I can, and I'm sure we gonna have them M's around the same time. We gonna be out here doing big things and flying on jets and all that type of good fun stuff, right? Yeah, it's coming. It's closer than you think. I can tell you that.
It is.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
closer
it.
than you think. Yeah,
I feel it.
I can dig that, man. I can dig that. So, you can find me at Black on Black Wealth on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, and you can find me on IG at Black on Black Wealth 1, and you can find Rita Fajita CEO of Pink Print Catering at
Yes.
break it down.
Instagram, Rita Fajita _ the Pink Print.
Okay.
Facebook, Pink Print Catering. TikTok, Rita Fajita the Pink Print.
Okay.
Definitely.
Cool. Well,
And
man.
then if you need to place any orders or anything like that, you can also email me at eatwell@pinkprint.com.
Okay. Eatwell@pinkprint.com.
Yes.
I dig that. I said earlier, I just thought about it. I said we was gonna talk about the counterfeiters, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But while I was sitting here listening to you tell your story, I just said, you know what? We ain't got to bring that up because here's what I realized. Just that quick, how my mind was working.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is so amazing and so awesome, and we've talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
It cannot be easily duplicated, right?
Know.
And I ain't gonna name no names. We ain't here for that.
No.
But let me just say, it's been funny watching people try to imitate your shine and stuff, right? And it makes what you do that much more valuable and that much more amazing and that much more I don't know if this is a word. You can't replicate it, right?
Right.
So with that being said, keep getting out of your own way.
I will.
Keep going.
Keep
you
going.
know what I'm saying? Like my homie say, man, I need them like a duck need a raincoat. You gotta shake it off and keep on moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited, man, to just do more things, you know, and take this to the moon with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
We go.
Wherever you going, I'm riding in the back seat. I'm gonna be the one hanging out the window. All right. But hey, man, listen, man. You know where you can find her. You know where you can find me. I want you all to remember that we need black on black wealth from coast to coast like butter on toast. Okay.
Yes.
We will be back soon to be chopping it up with people from around the world and around Chicago. And I thank you all for tuning in. We'll holler back at you all soon. Peace.